How's it going, everybody? This is WR-100 with another video. So today I'm going to be reviewing one of my weather radios that I have in my collection, and basically going to go over the features that it has and then give it an overall rating in terms of, in terms of setup. So here we go. The first weather radio that I'm going to be reviewing is the Midland WR-100. Yes, this is the famous Midland WR-100 that every EAS enthusiast I know owns. And why I say it's a classic. So you have your speaker right here, have your menu button right here, select, which is also enter, whatever, up, down, left, right, arrow keys, weather snooze, and the volume up, down. And right here you have the warning, watch, advisory lights. Warning light is red, watch light is orange, and advisory light is yellow. Although there are some older versions of this WR-100, such as the version 1 and version 2, they have the statement light, which means instead of it saying advisory right here, it'll say statement, and then the light, instead of being yellow, it'll be green. It's kind of dirty right there. So yeah. Like, I know someone, Clay Ranger 143 has a version 2 WR-100, and his has the statement light. Why my camera's not focusing, I don't know. Okay, there we go. But yeah, his has the statement light. And all that. I was actually in his unboxing video. Well, I was featured. Well, whatever, same thing. But anyways, yeah, see over here we have the external alert port, which you could hook up a strobe light, which I am planning on getting soon. So you can see right there, external alert. And then we go to the back. Oh yeah, underneath here has the legs. There we go. So you can see the stubby little legs. Okay, so right here we have the antenna, external antenna port, where obviously you could hook up an external antenna if you don't want to use the built-in antenna on this one. Over here we have the PC jack, the PC port, or as we call it, or as we're known to use that, is the self-activation port, because this is basically what we use to self-activate the WR-100. Now, I haven't done that yet, mainly because I don't have a Apple device such as a iPod Touch or iPhone, so I can't really demonstrate that function. But I will say, if you watch some other people's videos with them self-activating WR-100, it will activate. And then right here, you obviously have the DC jack. That's where the power supply goes to. And then on this side right here you have the weather radio on off switch. Weather radio on means that it will monitor for alerts, and if it's turned off, it won't monitor alerts. So yeah. And then again, if we look at the bottom, see right here, Midland WR-100, and then right here it takes 3 AA batteries, and then you have the legs, so you can have it either without the legs or with the legs. Personally, I like to stand the radio with the legs because it looks a lot better, see? But some people could have it like completely flat. Okay, so let's take a look at the features that it has. So we'll go to, oh, by the way, to turn on the weather radio, you push the weather snooze button.
Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows 59 to 65.
And then to turn it off, just push that button again. Okay, so now we're going to go to the menu. Have your time, obviously set the time. Light, which is basically you could either have the backlight set to normal or have the backlight on constantly. I always have mine set to normal, so that way I don't kill the light inside there. Alert test, okay, so this is to test the tone on this one. So if you're wearing headphones, I suggest you take them off because it's probably going to be a little bit loud. And here we go. Okay, that's what it sounds like. Alerttype Voice, obviously, because when we first get a radio, we always got to set it to voice. But you can have it set to either display or tone, but again, we always set ours to voice. Same set, could set it anywhere from any to multiple to single. I have mine set to any, so that way it could be alerted for all counties within the coverage area. Channel, basically you choose your weather channel. So like for example, mine is on channel 7, but you could go down from channel 1 through channel 7. Again, I have mine set to channel 7 because that's the only one that I could get over here, which is WXL88. And an alarm, obviously just your basic alarm, could have it on or off. I'm not even gonna bother, so yeah, and that's it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you see the NOAA logo on here? And the camera turned off. And the backlight, I mean. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you see the NOAA logo? Watch what happens. The NOAA logo is gone because I flicked the switch to off. So that again, it won't receive alerts. But if I flick the switch back to on, the NOAA symbol appears. And this symbol right here means it's on voice. That way, if you were wondering. And then again, have the speaker right here. So now I'm gonna do a quick comparison between this version and then the other versions, such as versions 1 through 4. Well, the version 1 and version 2 are completely different in a way where the Midland logo is different, and then the NOAA logo is different, and obviously the public alert logo was never put on there. And then on the bottom, it would, instead of saying same digital weather all hazards alert radio, it would say, I think it would say all hazards alert monitor. So instead of it saying radio, it would say monitor. And then a few other differences would be that the version 1 does not have an alert test feature. I believe it's the same thing with the version 3, but I'm not sure. I think the version 3 is when they came out with the alert test, but again, I don't know. Oh yeah, and then the version 1 came in 2 different colors. Obviously the traditional classic white color, and then they came out with the I know I'm not gonna like this one, but because I've been looking for this particular model for a long time, but it's the black and silver WR-100. I think I know of only 2 people that have it, and that's SPC Rutherford and SPC Virgins. I think that's how you say his name, but if I butchered it, I am so sorry. But anyways, those are the only two people that I know of that have the black and silver WR-100 version 1. And then the version 2, again, I know Clay Ranger 143 has the version 2, along with, I believe, it's, I forget his name. Crap. Oh well. But yeah, anyways. Now, this particular model is the very common model that you'll find on eBay or Amazon, which is obviously the version 5, because let me unplug the battery. Actually, now that I get to the battery, I'm going to show you a quick lamp test and how it looks like when you first boot this radio up. I don't know if I could get the battery. There we go. Woohoo. Okay, so now I'm going to put the battery in there, but not quite. Okay, so we're going to watch it do a lamp test. In 3, 2, 1. Version 5. And then now I'm going to show you a neat trick on how you could get this radio to activate for the weekly test. A lot of us already know about this trick, but for those who don't really know about it, I'm going to quickly demonstrate right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to have it like that. Hold the weather snooze and up button. And now you're going to hear a beep, just like that. So basically what I did there is holding the weather snooze and up button. What I did is I basically restored this radio back to its factory default settings. Meaning now it will sound for the weekly test. Because by stock, it will not activate or it will not sound for the weekly test. It'll act as if it was in display mode. Even if you have it set to voice, it still won't activate. But by doing that weather snooze and up button setting or trick, you basically set it back to its default. So now it'll sound for the weekly test. I'll put that back there. There's the antenna. Fix the... There we go. Okay, now I need to set the time again. So set the time. 10. Whoops. The current time is 10:18 a.m. And then Alerttype Voice, obviously. Same set, any channel.
Isolated showers.
Okay. And that's it. So now, my overall rating for this WR-100 on a scale of 1 to 5, I am definitely going to be giving this radio a perfect 5 out of 5. Because it's very easy to set up. There's really not much difficulty when it comes to that setup. And it's pretty straightforward. Again, just push that. Turn that off. And again, it's a classic. I mean, you definitely gotta have one of these. And another thing, this basically is not made anymore. This has basically been replaced by the Midland WR-100. So, but they're still out there on eBay and Amazon, so you can find them for pretty cheap. Like, I paid $9.50 for mine, but I've seen some others that range from $12 to about $15. So they're not that expensive. I mean, they're pretty cool. You know, I like the overall design. You know, with the buttons right there, and then the... Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I am very thankful that my speaker has not blown out yet. You know, even though I've given it a perfect 5 out of 5 rating, I've heard that these type of radios are notorious for the speakers blowing out. In other words, you'll get that high-pitched squeal. But I'm thankful mine has not done that, and I hope it never does, because I want this radio to last a long time. So, yeah. But I still give it a perfect 5 out of 5, even though it has that minor issue of the speaker blowing out. And yeah. So this has been a review of the Midland WR-100. Again, it's the version 5 series, or the version 5 model. But, you know, if I do, I will get another one in the future. Because why not? These are awesome. I like them a lot. And, you know, I've been wanting a WR-100 for a long time, and got one last year. I've actually had this radio for about a year now. So that's pretty cool. And if you want to see my unboxing video, I'll put a link in the description. And yes, when I got it, it came in the WR-300 box. I know some people that were in my unboxing video, I said that, well, this is interesting. Instead of being in the WR-100 box, it came out in the WR-300 box. Memories. But yeah. So, do I recommend getting this? Absolutely. Do I recommend it for your first weather radio? Yeah. So, yeah, this has been a review of the Midland WR-100. This is NorCal Dude 599, and the next radio that I'm gonna be going over will either be my Sanji and Seal 100, Radio Shack 12-996, Radio Shack 12-519, or the Baofeng UV 500. No, 500. 5R V2 Plus. As you can tell, I'm just barely getting up. But anyways, yeah, so stay tuned for another review video of one of my weather radios. And I will see you guys next time.